when you and I were just talking about his fever when he came in, you know, I saw him. He was playing games. He was eating, and there was, you had a lot of concern though that his fever, you just couldn't control it at home. He was here yesterday. They did a pretty good workup, and the workup didn't really show anything. We didn't get a chest X-ray.
No, they never did a chest X-ray.
Yeah.
From the clinic to here, nobody never did a chest X-ray.
But I can partly, because when I listened to him, I said his lungs are clear. I hear nothing that is even a hint of pneumonia. And although I respect, when you listen to children's auscultations, children's lungs can have pneumonia, and it doesn't really necessarily be something you can hear. You really just have to do an X-ray on that. But we spent a lot of time talking about fever being good for you, and how low grade temps, you can just leave it alone. It helps the body stop shedding the virus faster, and white cells work faster and all that. Spent a lot of time talking about the fact he's fully immunized, and I didn't think that he needs, you know, I wasn't, you know, he didn't, the chances of him having something serious is much less worrisome. Back in the day when I started, that was always a big concern. And so, but the reason I'm doing this video is that it's things like this that keep doctors humble, because, and it also, the point is, if your parent is trying to tell you something, and you're saying, I'm not sure, something, she's uncomfortable, but I don't have an answer, I can't explain this, it's okay to go ahead and say, I'm going to get an X-ray. That's what I did today. Or, you know, do something extra, do a little bit more of a workup. And we did that, and we did the X-ray, and he's got like a very impressive round area around pneumonia. Do you have that picture?
Right here.
I'll show the original X-ray thing. But if you look at this, that right upper lobe, he's got that haziness, and on the lateral view, it's the same sort of thing. And this is really for more of the young doctors out there, is listen to your patients, and if something just makes you uncomfortable, whether it's the parent's level of anxiety or whatever, just stop for a minute and say, is there one more thing I need to do just to make sure that we're all comfortable, that we haven't missed anything, and go that extra mile.
Yes, because he kept running a fever. I stayed up all night last night where he kept running one back to back.
Yeah.
Back to back.
And what you just told me earlier was that just now, which I hadn't heard, which would have pushed me a little bit more towards the X-ray, was he was having these chills.
Chills, and see, I was gone, and he was there with my mom, and she seen the chills and the shaking.
No, he was shaking real bad.
And that's a little bit concerning too. That would suggest like a pneumococcal pneumonia, the rigors, you know, the high fevers and rigors. So
he was just playing before he started doing that. He was just
playing the game, eating and everything. And so he got quiet, so I went in there to check on him to see why he got so quiet. And he was laying in the bed, and I pulled the cover back, and his legs and everything was shaking.
Yeah, and so if I had heard that, that would have helped push. But again, sometimes don't expect your parents to tell you everything that you need to know. Sometimes you say, there may be something missing that I didn't ask, or I didn't hear, or they didn't volunteer, or they forgot. And that would have really helped me push towards getting an X-ray too. So this is a lesson that I don't care how long you've done this job. You just have to say, listen to the parents, and go that extra mile, because you get rewarded sometimes. You know, parents don't come back repeatedly to the ER because they're lonely and bored and just want to meet, you know, spend time and sitting in the ER. A lot of times there's a reason for that. Hey, thanks so much. You know, these end up on YouTube, and I appreciate it, but it really helps.
Appreciate you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.